Hey, what's up everybody? James here with another video review, this time of Transformers Revenge of the Fallen, Sideswipe. So, a pretty impressive figure. His vehicle mode is a Corvette Stingray. If you are looking around on my channel, you'll find Chevy shows off Transformers Revenge of the Fallen. Sideswipe is, as you can see, this one. If you're snooping around on YouTube, then you should probably find a video where he was shown at the 2009 auto show or something. I don't have a clue where it was, but it was where he was revealed. Well, the vehicle form was anyway. So, on with it. He rolls pretty good. Yeah. A lot of detail, including his little Corvette symbol. The one thing I have found very impressive about this figure is the detail on his exhausts, where they pop in and out, and you can move them up and down. So yeah, his little blue translucent light, windshield. Sorry, his back windows or something. His lights. His little I forget what you call these, side view mirrors, some, and his little backlights. So yeah, so good amount of detail on for such one figure. Now onto the transformation. First of all, what you want to do is you want to try and get his arms. You want to fold out these bits here, so it's like that. So fold that out. Like that. Okay. One sec. Right. Sorry. So you then want to fold. You then want to push these bits here down, like that. So it's then like this. Then pull it all out like that. Like that. So then you want to fold back the arms. Push them back, fold up and back the arms. Then for this bit you want to separate it by pushing this part up, this one down, so until it separates, and put to the side like that. Then you then want to pull this all the way to the front. You may want to move the exhausts up, and there we go. Then you want to fold this bit back until you can see his very well detailed head. By the way, fold is these bits round and about, round and up. So you can have this here any way you want. I prefer to have it like this. So you want to fold this bit round like that, and fold it around like that, and fold this bit down and around like that. So same for the other side. And then last but not least, you want to fold out his hands like so. And there you have Revenge of the Fallen Sideswipe in his robot mode. Very well detailed warrior. I love how Hasbro have gone from the first movie onto such a well constructed and detailed figure. So by the way, he has a little Autobot symbol, so he's an Autobot. So for articulation, his head can go up and down. There's a little thing to do whenever you push this up, his head sort of pops up like that. So his head pops up and down like that. His head can go 360 either way. You may want to just watch out for his chin, for it gets in the way a wee bit. Other than that, the arms can go forward and back and out, 360. Bend at the elbow, pivot in hand, pivot and out of the hand due to the transformation. Then his weapons, you want to fold these bits out and around, and they become his blades. So for the legs, they can go forward and back and out, bend at the knee, and due to the transformation they pivot a wee bit up and down at the foot. By the way, due to the legs here, which have very impressive detailed pistons or something, they can be positioned in any way you want. However, if you do it like this, it looks creepy, like in his Human Alliance form. I prefer to have him up tall, for he looks much taller. So yeah, by the way, whenever you bend the knee, like you probably noticed, this little bit here moves up and down. I think that there's meant to be like his Mech Alive feature or something. Not sure why or what though, but onto his details, he has a little Corvette symbol there. 360. So yeah, this figure is very impressive. Not just for the robot, not just for the vehicle, but for, for me, like for his robot mode. I recommend, if you're going to make a stop motion with this guy, you may want to use something on his feet, for he can't fully stand upright unless you sort of have, his feet in the right sort of position. Something like that. Making sure that these little bits back are out. Oh, by the way, I forgot to. You can fold these little bits here in at the back. You can fold them, and I prefer to keep them out. For most of the time, I forget about them. So if you keep them like that, stands up perfectly. So I would rate this figure a solid 9 out of 10 for robot mode, vehicle mode, transformation, and yeah. So bye. Sorry for some little thing. Sorry, I forgot to mention, in the States and here in the UK, this figure costs roughly about £8, $8. Very well detailed. However, I think the one thing that sort of lets him down just a little bit are his feet. For me, like, they're the wheels in his vehicle mode. But you sort of have to get in the right place, just so like he stands up perfectly straight. So the one thing I would recommend about this figure is have some thought into him and go for it. He has a red paint swerve. I wouldn't be so dead keen on him, but I might think about him still. Alright everybody, this is Knight/2020 Junior. Subscribe to my channel for videos and more, and have a nice day.